Eddie sent me the tweet, right? And it makes ultimate sense. It's hard because at the time when people are talking and you're seeing a lot of like media stuff, you start to believe what that person's saying. But I think like when time goes by and naturally like the truth will always reveal itself, innit? And I get a lot of stick in this sport, man. I do. But I take it with a pinch of salt. And he just admitted it that, look, we offered him a lucrative offer, but he wanted to face Tyson Fury. And so be it. If that's what he wants to do, that's fine. But he dragged my name through the mud with him as well.
In fairness, you never reacted. You never reacted, did you? All the criticism you were getting, you never said anything. And now do you feel a little bit, there we go. There's a bit of truth coming out now.
You do, yeah. But you know, I ain't going to do this forever. And then what happens is that another prospect that's going to come in, he's going to deal with the same stuff I'm dealing with, the same amount of criticism I deal with. So I just got to take it on the chin at the minute, because when I retire, no one will really talk about me anymore. So I can't bite all the time. It's just a period of time in my life where I've got to have a thick skin. And that's part of the game, and it prepares me for after boxing, it prepares me while I'm boxing. You've got to be tough mentally as well. And, you know, while Wilder was doing what he's doing, trying to make me look like I was a bad person, I didn't want to enhance the sport or add to it or fight certain fighters, I just had to roll with the punches, innit? And he's actually come out and said it himself that, look, we offered him a really good deal, but he wanted to fight Tyson Fury, so people can take it how they want and see what the truth is now.
Those are the words of Anthony Joshua. As Anthony Joshua responds that, I remember those times, and I was one of those channels that was pissed off, that was mad because Anthony Joshua wouldn't respond. When Deontay Wilder was talking him up, speaking about him, talking shit about him, saying he was a coward, he was scared, he was this, he was that. And I mean, this wasn't just 2018. This was 2018 when he lost in 2019. After he got the belts back in later in 2019, he was talking shit, popping shit, but at the same time, it was genius because what he was actually doing, he was building his own profile. He realized that he did not have to fight Anthony Joshua. He could just have to talk about Joshua, because if Joshua was the man and I talk about the man, then I can be the man, okay? And he decided to fight another man instead of Anthony Joshua to keep that going, because there's no guarantee that he would win that fight. You know, it was a 50-50 fight or a puncher's chance, you know, based on their styles. But at the end of the day, they offered him money and Joshua didn't say anything. And he did drag Joshua's name into the mud, you know, because I was like, why the fuck isn't Anthony Joshua saying anything about all this? You know, but Eddie Hearn himself was sending contracts over to Wilder's team. Okay, and then now, since that whole big thing blew up in his face, and it didn't blow up like last year. Last year was more like a disappointment. You know, now he is really scarred and skirned over this here, because not only did he get beat, he got beat, they stopped the fight, so now all this other shit is in play, and he doesn't even have the opportunity to redeem himself, because the same guy that fucked over him last year by being really disloyal was Tyson Fury, and he did it again this year, and then he acts so surprised like that shit like Tyson Fury was his permanent fucking dancing partner, and that's not what it was. Okay, and then the question you ask yourself, if you look at it this way, would Deontay Wilder give Tyson Fury the opportunity to redeem himself if he had knocked out Tyson Fury? I believe he would have, you know, because I think with the Joshua fight, I think they were trying to wait that fight out as a form of, hey, we'll fight Joshua at the end. And ironically, that's the same thing that Tyson Fury is trying to do to this day, waiting for Anthony Joshua to be that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, that retirement check, that get out of town check, get the money quick and split kind of check, right? That's what he's trying to do with Anthony Joshua. And it was revealing that he was like, well, hey, you know, I'm pretty sure that, you know, he wanted to fight that guy, that's his business, but he didn't have to talk shit about me. You know, so it was very interesting to hear Joshua say that, but you know, he's always calm, cool, and collective. And he was like, well, I can't bite at everybody. It means I can't respond to every particular thing that someone says. But guess what, though? To counterpunch that, Deontay Wilder was talking a gang of shit. I mean, he was talking massive shit. Coward, scared, didn't have the heart of a champion. Look, Wilder came to the UK and said, you know what? Which camera am I looking at? Okay, I'm looking at this one. I'm looking at this one. Joshua, you scared. You a coward. You don't want this fight. Right? And he talked about that for a good 5 minutes on a rant on Good Morning Britain. Okay, and called this man out in his own country. And then I was like, dude, he came to your country and said and called you a coward, and you didn't say shit about it. What the fuck, right? Now, come to find out, the truth. The truth is found out about. The truth is what comes out eventually, not lies. Lies and then you have to remember lies. Lies have to be changed because the truth is trying to reveal itself. And this is exactly what happened, about that tweet. And now Deontay Wilder made a pact, some kind of pact with Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury didn't even honor that pact. Okay? So to counterpunch that whole ordeal, if Tyson Fury is guilty of anything, that's just being, if he's disloyal about that, he's disloyal for what he said that he's going to do to Deontay Wilder. But of course, we know there's a lot more to that than meets the eye. Anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Anthony Joshua's comments towards Deontay Wilder coming out and admitting that they offered him more money to fight Anthony Joshua. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.